What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cinema Conscious. My name is Cody Bradbury, and I decided to start this channel because I was tired of getting a lot of weird looks at work when all I wanted to do was talk about movies. With that, I figured my first video would be something fun, something so you guys get to know me a little bit. I decided to do my top 10 favorite movies from my collection, which you can see most of behind me. It's not everything, but it's a pretty good start. So with that small introduction right there, let's get to it. Number 10, we have Casablanca. All right, so this movie is a classic, all-around classic. If you haven't seen it, go watch it now. Stop the video, go watch it. It's only 102 minutes, just under 2 hours, but it's so worth it. Everybody needs to see this movie. If you're a film buff, if you consider yourself a cinephile, any of those things, go watch Casablanca. Humphrey Bogart, outstanding performance. Ingrid Bergman, another outstanding performance. Just super great. Go watch it. Coming in at number 9, let's switch this up a little bit actually. Coming in at number 9 is The Boondock Saints. Now this movie, I've seen this movie probably 100 times, all right? It gets better every single time I watch it, all right? And I know the dude from Walking Dead is in it, Norman Reedus. He also he was in Death Stranding last year too. Sean Patrick Flannery is also in it. Willem Dafoe, really good role as an FBI agent. Two brothers decide to take on Boston's underground crime syndicates, and hilarity ensues. Super good, super chill. Go watch it. The 10th anniversary edition right here. Everybody needs to see this movie. Coming in at number 8, Thor Ragnarok. Now this is my favorite movie in the entirety of the MCU. All right, it ceaselessly and flawlessly merges comedy, action, campy, everything people love. Taika Waititi put into this movie to make it great. All right, the 80s inspired synth track, super awesome, hilarious action sequences. Thor getting a new haircut because Chris Hemsworth couldn't stand wearing the wig. Like the neon colors, Jeff Goldblum playing Jeff Goldblum like he does in every role. This is a great movie. All right, it definitely deserves more praise than I think it gets. Coming in at number 7, we have The Dark Knight Rises. Now this is it's a pretty controversial stance on this series, all right? So Christopher Nolan knocked it out of the park with Batman Begins, and they came back even harder with The Dark Knight. Everybody loves Heath Ledger's Joker, and yes, Heath Ledger did an outstanding job, and he deserved his posthumous Oscar win. But there's something about The Dark Knight Rises that just blows The Dark Knight out of the water. Now, don't get me wrong, The Dark Knight's a great movie, and the 4K Ultra HD version that I have up there, outstanding. The IMAX shots look great, colors pop, HDR is mwah. But there's just something about Bane and Talia al Ghul and company that just, I don't know. I just like this better than The Dark Knight. All right, coming in at number 6 is Almost Famous, and this movie is really good. It's got great music in it. The soundtrack's awesome. Kate Hudson does an outstanding job playing Penny Lane. The main character, William, played by Patrick Fugit, he does an outstanding job. I haven't seen anything from him recently, but I don't know. If this is his only like real mainstream movie, then it was a damn good one. I wish Stillwater was a real band, because this movie, like Fever Dog, that's a great song. All right, the Tiny Dancer scene in this movie, though, I mean, it's like up there with best moments in musical cinema history. Like it's like Live Aid performance in Bohemian Rhapsody, Tiny Dancer scene in Almost Famous for me. Outstanding movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. You can get it pretty cheap. I got this actually at a disc replay near my house, and it's so good. God, it's good. Coming in at number 5 is The Matrix. So Keanu Reeves, everybody knew him as the likable stoner type in the 80s, and then in the 90s he came out with Dracula, which didn't help his case. But then something changed, and he was in Point Break. And Point Break was an action type movie, played an FBI agent, Johnny Utah. And then he was in Speed. And then fast forward a few years and The Matrix comes out. And this solidified Keanu Reeves as an action star. All right, Neo is an awesome character. He knows Kung Fu. Everybody in this movie does great. Hugo Weaving's Agent Smith, super awesome bad guy. Lawrence Fishburne's mentor Morpheus guy, super amazing. Carrie-Anne Moss does great. The Wachowskis, they did there was so much revolutionary cinema in this movie right here. Bullet time, storytelling, wire work, the whole night. Everything about this movie is great, and you can still feel the changes that it made in creating movies to this day. Just look at Keanu Reeves' new film trilogy that's going amazingly, John Wick. You can definitely still feel some Neo in John Wick. Coming in at number 4, my absolute favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, Pulp Fiction. This would be higher on my list, but my top 3 are pretty concrete there. John Travolta reigniting his career, plays the awesome, cool, collected hitman Vincent Vega in this movie. Uma Thurman, as you can see, the cover girl, she plays Mia Wallace, does an outstanding job. There's a really graphic scene that she's in that kind of makes me scared of needles. Samuel L. Jackson playing Jules. I mean, come on, everybody knows his Bible verse thing and the wallet and all that jazz. Oh, Big Kahuna Burger. Oh, that's how Hawaiian joint. And it's a great movie. Non-linear storytelling. Put Quentin Tarantino officially on the map. Now, Reservoir Dogs was his first foray into filmmaking, and it's a great movie too, don't get me wrong. But Pulp Fiction definitely deserves its praise. Bruce Willis does a great job. Christopher Walken's one scene where he just does like a 5-minute monologue about a watch surviving a POW camp in the Vietnam War. Just go see it. It's really good. Definitely Tarantino's best movie still. At least in my opinion it is. Coming in at number 3, top 3 time. Here we go. You ready for this? Number 3, Fight Club. And what's the first rule about it? Number 2, Fifth Element. This movie is my favorite Bruce Willis movie, and I know Die Hard, everybody loves Die Hard. I get it. I got it. It's great. I love it. John McClane, awesome protagonist. But there is something about Corbin Dallas that just blows John McClane out of the water. Also, Chris Tucker's role in this was really good. Yeah, Chris Tucker. Mila Jovovich, who I will always have a crush on, super good in this movie as well. Gary Oldman playing John Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg, sorry, I'm also a gamer. He does an outstanding job playing a protagonist. Go watch this movie. If you like sci-fi, if you like Bruce Willis, Mila Jovovich, Ian Holm, rest in peace, he's in it. Luke Perry, also rest in peace. He's in it very briefly, but enough to get a title card slot. Super good movie, very sci-fi, just very good. That's all there is to it. Coming in at number 1. And it's not my actual number 1, but my real number 1 I'm going to do another video on. My real number 1, move these real quick, is The Lord of the Rings. I'm going to do a whole video on why these are the best 3 movies ever made, and the best trilogy ever made, the best anything ever made. I've even got my own Tolkien wall that'll probably get featured in it too. These are my real number 1, but since I don't want to keep talking for another hour and a half like I know I will, we're going to put these on the shelf for now. The proverbial shelf at this point. I'm not turning around right now. My other number 1 is The Godfather. Now this is the 3-4 disc Coppola collection, but I really only want to talk about the first movie. So This movie is what got me into loving gangster films. So without The Godfather, there would be no Casino, there would be no Goodfellas, no Scarface, no Untouchables, no The Gentleman that just came out last year. This movie paved the way for all of those. Marlon Brando does an outstanding job. Al Pacino, my favorite actor of all time, outstanding job. James Caan, James Caan does a great job. I'm trying to think of who the other actor is. It's eluding me right now, but awesome, amazing, perfect gangster film. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's like 3 hours long. We'll say 3 hours. It doesn't tell me on the back. We'll say 3 hours. Amazing movie. Excellent cinematography. The action scenes are great. The tense scenes are tense. Marlon Brando does an outstanding job as Don Vito Corleone. And then it flows very smoothly into The Godfather Part 2, which we could talk about another day. And then sadly, the third one does not quite pull off the same feats as far as amazingness goes as the first two do, but whatever. That happens, you know. So yeah, The Godfather, outstanding movie. 1972 is when it came out. Excellent movie. Diane Keaton, Keaton does an awesome job. I think it's Diane Keaton. I'm gonna sound like an idiot if it's not, and I'm sure somebody will correct me, but she does a great job playing Michael Corleone's, Al Pacino's character, his love interest. So good. If you haven't seen this, definitely go watch it more than probably any other movie that I talked about, because it's super good. Well worth all of the praise that it has. But with that, thank you for watching my video, my first video. I'll try to do one of these every week. Every Monday we'll do something. I might do a couple little snippets here and there throughout the week if I pick up anything good or think of something fun to talk about. So yeah, just a quick rundown. Top 10 favorite movies: Casablanca, The Boondock Saints, Thor Ragnarok, The Dark Knight Rises, Almost Famous, The Matrix, Pulp Fiction, Fight Club, Fifth Element, and the first Godfather movie. Go watch all of these if you haven't seen them. They're my definitive list of must-see cinema. Thank you very much. If you liked the video, please give us a like and a subscribe. That would really help. My name is Cody, and thank you for watching.